postword for race number 1, the first half of the daily double Stallions and Geldings racing 1 mile. The 1 horse is a late scratch. Number 2, Honey's Pick, owned by Ron Barker of Columbus. Justin Hall drives. Number 3, TBJ's Fane, owned and driven by Larry Roberts of London. Number 4 is Barefoot Sabra, owned by Neil and Alvy Long of Ohio, bred Hanners up. 5 is Customer Cruiser. Custom Cruiser is owned by Harold Ward of Dayton with Randy Tharps. Number 6, Crown Time Show Me, owned by the Crown Time Farms of MacArthur, Dan Ader with the lines. 7, Jackson Time, owned by Barbara Mitchell of New Vienna with Jeff Smith. Number 8, Dance Director, owned by Robert Dalrymple of Chillicothe. Make the driver Eric Ledford. Ledford drives the 8 horse. And number 9, Winsome Shillelagh, owned by Herb Gladman of Tip City. Make the driver Mike Wilder. Wilder drives
first
the
race,
9. Pacing Stallions and Geldings, lining up behind the gate. They're on the back stretch, and there they go. And they're off. The 5, Custom Cruiser, pushes the gate away for the lead from the far outside. There goes Winsome Shillelagh from between horses as they move into the first turn. Crown Time Show Me. On the inside, racing 4th, Honey's Pick. It's a gap of 4 lengths, 5 along the rail. Dance Director. Another 2 lengths, 6th to Barefoot Sabra. To the inside, racing 7th, Jackson Time. The trailer 8th is TBJ's Fame. As they reach that first quarter-mile marker, opening quarter, a quick 27-4, and on the outside, Crown Time Show Me will take command. Yielding second for the cover, Winsome Shillelagh. Now gapping 2 lengths to Custom Cruiser, racing 4th. It's Honey's Pick, moving 5 of the outside comes Dance Director. Barefoot Sabra remains on the rail 6th. And 7th on the outside comes Jackson Time, the trailer TBJ's Fame. As they step into the clubhouse turn, on the front, the 6 horse Crown Time Show Me leads the way by a length and a half to Winsome Shillelagh. Inside is racing second. They reach the half, 58-4. Here comes Dance Director, moving underway now. The outside pacing a 3rd. Custom Cruiser is locked in tight, pacing 4th. Outside of the cover, flow 5. Here comes Barefoot Sabra, and into the passing lane 6th. It's Jackson Time as they race down the backside, and now with the outside, the new leader as they approach the 3/4 is Dance Director, and Dance Director takes his turn on the front end. Barefoot Sabra losing that live cover is pacing second, 3/4 in 1:28 to 5th. Jackson Time continues the forward motion on the outside. He's pacing 3rd. Crown Time Show Me on the inside is 4th. Custom Cruiser back into the picture in striking distance 5th with less than an 1/8 of a mile to go, and down the stretch they come on the front end. It's Dance Director with the lead to the inside. Here comes Barefoot Sabra and Jackson Time. Winsome Shillelagh, 4 pacers across the track. Winsome Shillelagh, the livest of all, gets up to win it in 1:58-4. Trackside, the official winner. From the far outside, number 9, Winsome Shillelagh, a 3-year-old Ohio bred. Sent a flat out from Shillelagh by Momentum, by Herb Gladman of Tip City, Ohio. Carol Miller, the trainer. Nicely catch driven this evening by Mike Wilder. First lifetime win for the 3-year-old Winsome Shillelagh, earning a mark of 1:58-4. Scratch the 8 horse Hello Jamie. Claiming trotters racing 1 mile, purse of $2,000. The 1 is MICK 1. By Margaret Geisinger of Newark. John Hostetler drives. Number 2, Brooklyn Miss. By Lewis May and Terry May of Ohio. Brian Weaver up. Number 3, Diamonds Double, by John Bussey of Somerset for Jeff out. Number 4, Wildwood General, by Roy Murphy of Salina for Randy Tharps. 5 is Stalk Hill, owned and driven by Ellen Anderson of Richwood. Number 6, Shawlin Major, owned by Mac Davis of Zanesville. Dave Hawk aboard. And number 7, Wind in the Wire, owned by Gilbert Travis of Galloway. Brad Hanners in the sulky. Second race, claiming handicap trotters lining up behind the gate. They're on the back stretch, and there they go. And they're off. Far outside, it's Shawlin Major firing for the lead. From the center of the track comes Stalk Hill. From the inside, trotting a 3, Diamonds Double. Along the rail, trotting fourth. Wildwood General on the inside, racing 5. It's MICK 1. 2 lengths, 6 to Brooklyn Miss, the early trailer 7th, winning the wire. Midway through the first turn, and Charlotte Major caught on the outside is Park, but has a slight advantage on Stalk Hill, who's trotting second. Along the rail, 3 to Diamonds Double. They're at the first quarter-mile marker, 29 seconds. It's a gap of 2 lengths, 4th to Wildwood General. Inside to 5, it's MICK 1. Trotting 6th, Brooklyn Miss. Then comes Winning the Wire trailing as they come to the stretch. Trotters in straight formation now with Charlotte Major leading the way by a length. Stalk Hill, Garden Spot Trip is racing second. Still gapping badly third, Diamonds Double. Inside and trotting 4th, it's Wildwood General. Racing 5 comes MICK 1 as they approach the half, 1 minute, 1/5. Saving ground, the 6th, Brooklyn Miss, and Winning the Wire gets underway with cover on the outside 7th as they straighten out down the backside. Hawk has the 6th, Charlotte Major on the front with a lead by 2. Inside, racing a second at Stalk Hill, and now to the outside. Here comes Wildwood General. And 3 wide further out comes MICK 1. Down low with no racing room is Diamonds Double as the field begins to tighten now on the front. Charlotte Major has length throughout, continues to lead by 2. At the 3/4 in 1:31. Stalk Hill on the inside waits second. Outside trotting third comes Wildwood General. Saving ground to 4th, it's Diamonds Double. As they turn for home now, less than an 1/8 of a mile to go, and Charlotte Major looking to wire the field, but Stalk Hill making his bid for the lead. On the inside comes Diamonds Double. In mid-stretch, Charlotte Major is under attack. Diamonds Double to the inside. Stalk Hill to the outside. Deep stretch. Charlotte Major hangs on by 3/4. Trackside, the unofficial winner, number 6, Charlotte Major, an 11-year-old son of Worthy Bull from Charlotte Ivy. Over Mac Davis of Zanesville, Brent Davis, the trainer Dave Hawk in the sulky. First season's victory, trotting this evening's mile, 2:01, 1/5. Here's the field for race number 3, pacing Stallions and Geldings. Racing 1 mile, the 1 horse is a late scratch. Number 2, Midnight Baker, laced by Clarence and Sean Mayhew of Canal Winchester. Sean Mayhew drives. 3, Bestest Friend, owned by Laura and Paul Baker of Galloway. Leslie Turcott driving. Number 4, Scootin' the Raw by the Rydell Stables of Attica for Dan Burks. Number 5, Uncle Will Goddard, owned by Francis Hammond of Wilmore, Kentucky. Keith Haynes aboard. Number 6 is Tucson, owned by Stephen Hedinger of Adelphi. Del Miller with the lines. 7 is Magic Ace, owned by Tim Lee of Springfield. Randy Tharps driving. Number 8, Porky's Revenge, owned by Alex Spence Jr. of Grove City. Dave Hawk in the bike. And number 9 is HOBIE T, owned by Herbert Banks of Greenville, Tennessee. Make the driver Terry Groves. Terry Groves drives the 9. Third race, pacing Stallions and Geldings, lining up behind the gate. They're on the back stretch, and there they go. And they're off. From the inside, it's Midnight Baker going for the lead, but Magic Ace, 1 step quicker, will quickly take command. Bestest Friend to the outside is third. Far outside comes Porky's Revenge as they move into the first turn. Early 5th comes Scootin' the Raw along the rail, and pacing 6th, it's Uncle Will Goddard. 2 lengths, 7 on the inside, Tucson, the early trailer. It's HOBIE T. They're at the first quarter-mile marker, and Magic Ace leads the way. First quarter, quick 27 4/5. Magic Ace on the front end. Porky's Revenge finds a seat behind the leader. He's pacing second. Midnight Baker follows third. Bestest Friend dropping in 4th. Scootin' the Raw is pacing 5th. Followed closely 6th by Uncle Will Goddard. Flushing cover 7th. Now comes Tucson. Saving ground 8th. It's HOBIE T as they race into the clubhouse turn with Magic Ace On the front end, leading by 2 lengths, PORKYS Revenge is gapping a second. The half in 58 and 1. Along the rail third, Midnight Baker. It's a gap of 3 lengths. Fourth, the bestest friend. 5 of the outside. Here comes Uncle Will Goddard as he gets underway now. They straighten out down the backstretch with Magic Ace on the front. Here comes PORKYS Revenge. Flushed first up on the outside. He'll pressure the leader. And Uncle Will Goddard now has his cover, but is gapping third. Midnight Baker on the inside is fourth. Bestest friend into the passing lane is racing fifth, followed by TUCSON at the 3/4 mile marker in 1:28. And Magic Ace responding nicely to that challenge. Again takes a lead by 2. PORKYS Revenge dropping back down the inside. Couldn't overtake the leader as they turn for home now. Less than 1/8 of a mile to go. And down the stretch they come with Magic Ace in control here, leading by 4 lengths. PORKYS Revenge is struggling. A second comes Midnight Baker down low and Uncle Will Goddard, but it's Magic Ace gate to wire in 1:57 and 2. Race 3 is now official. Trackside is the winner of that third race, number 7 Magic Ace, a 3-year-old Ohio-bred son of Sydney Hill from Dutch Magic by Nanseman. Owned by Tim Lee of Springfield, Ohio. Mike Lee, the trainer. Randy Tharps in the sulky. Magic Ace breaking his maiden in a big kind of a way this evening. An impressive mile, 1:57, 2/5. 7-2 Perfecta returning $278 even, 278. Here's the field. Race number 4, Conditioned Trotters, racing 1 mile, purse of $2,500. Number 1, Scioto, owned by John Hobble of Lima. R.J. Brown drives. Number 2, Balmonaire, owned by Lloyd Hawk and Paul Lane with Dave Hawk driving. 3 is Ryan Matthew, owned by Walt Beaver of Hilliard for Bob Harper. Number 4, Foggy Night, laced by Robert Henry of Stounsville for Darren Mauser. Number 5, Preferential, owned by the Royal Wire Products of North Royalton, Don Swick aboard. 6 is Scratch, number 7, Le Mans Hanover, owned by Marty Lavelle of Columbus with Kelly Shepard. Number 8, Vogue Hanover, owned by Paul Fisher of the Cyrus. Chip Noble drives. Number 9, Crown Time Starlet, owned by the Crown Time Farms of MacArthur with Dan Eder. And number 10, Somerset Sun, owned by Walt White and Frank Agan of Ohio. Dave Rankin in the sulky. 4th race, Conditioned Trotters are running behind the gate. They're on the backstretch. There they go. Off stride, Balmonaire. And they're off. Le Mans Hanover first to leave from the outside. On the inside, second comes Ryan Matthew. Preferential from between horses is away at third. Off the rail 4th, Scioto. Trotting early 5 of the outside as they move into the first turn. Foggy Night, Somerset Sun slipping up the rail 6th. To the inside, 7th, Vogue Hanover. Trotting early 8th as they approach that first quarter. Crown Time Starlet, and Balmonaire has found his stride. He's now back trotting again 9th as they reach the first quarter in 30 and 1. Le Mans Hanover sets the early pace, takes a lead by a length. Ryan Matthew trotting a second. Preferential parked to the outside, challenging now third. Scioto is trotting a 4th. To the outside comes Somerset Sun, flushed 6th by Balmonaire. Saving ground to 7th, it's Foggy Night. Then trotting 8th comes Crown Time Starlet. The trailer following a break is Vogue Hanover. They reach the halfway point there in 1 minute 2/5 with the world champion Preferential on the front by 2. Le Mans Hanover is trotting 2nd. Along the rail racing 3rd comes Ryan Matthew, trotting a 4th, Somerset Sun. Scioto is locked in 5. Balmonaire trots 6th. Foggy Night along the rail is trotting a 7th, and Crown Time Starlet, she now gets underway on the outside 8th. Approaching the 3/4 mile marker, and it's Preferential on the front by a length and a half, 2. Le Mans Hanover the inside, trotting 2nd. At the 3/4 in 1:30 and 1/5, and Preferential by a length and a half. Le Mans Hanover going right with him is trotting a 2nd. Along the rail and trotting a 3rd, it's Ryan Matthew slipping up the rail 4th, Scioto as they turn for home now, less than 1/8 of a mile to go, and it's still Preferential. Here comes Le Mans Hanover to the outside, and Le Mans Hanover is challenging heavily in mid-stretch. preferential, and Le Mans Hanover trotting right by to take the lead. Le Mans Hanover gets up to win it in 1:59 3. Here is the official winner of the fourth race, number 7 Le Mans Hanover, a 4-year-old, son of the world champion sire Super Bowl from Lexi Hanover by Florida Pro. Held by Marty Lavelle of Columbus. Tom Christie trains Kelly Shepard in the sulky. 5th season's victory, 2nd consecutive, coming in from Pompano Park, equaling his career mark this evening, 1:59 3/5. Introducing the horses, race number 5, the first half of the twin trifecta. Field of 10, there are no changes. Pacing fillies and mares, racing 1 mile. Number 1 is Southern Time, owned by Gary Biederman and Harry Fike of Ohio. Brad Handers drives. Number 2 are Miss Mandy, they're driven by Ralph Calvert Jr. 3 is Rosie's Majority, owned by the Southeast Racing Stables for Terry Groves. Number 4, Steady Mercy, owned by Roger Bartley Jr. with Bill Long Jr. up. 5 is Standing Double, owned by Carrie Ann Quinn of Delaware. Ron Boston drives. Number 6, Tucson's Bonbon, owned by Charles and Kathleen Kidd of Utica. Kenny Kidd aboard. 7 is LACEN Jade, owned by Clarence DeLong of Grove City for Dave Hawk. Number 8, I Got You Babe, owned by Jeanette Repine of Marion. Dave Repine drives. Number 9, Snap the Trap, owned by Patricia Dingledine of Mechanicsburg. Randy Tharp's in the bike. Number 10 is Victillery, owned by David Mead of Columbus. Jeff Fouch in the sulky. When play show perfect the twin trifecta. Claiming pacing fillies and mares lining up behind the gate. They swing to the back stretch. There they go. And they're off. From the far outside, High Got You Babe is first to fire. Off the rail, second comes Southern Time. From between horses, third it's Steady Mercy. Standing Double is away nicely fourth. On the outside, pacing of 5 comes LACEN Jade. From the inside, 6th Rosie's Majority. Pacing early 7th, it's Victillery. It's a gap of 2 lengths. 8th to our Miss Mandy. And parked to the outside, 9th, Tucson Bonbon. The early trailer 10th. Snap the Trap. They're at the first quarter, 28 seconds, and I Got You Babe with a comfortable 3-length advantage is leading early. Inside and pacing a second, it's Southern Time. Along the rail a third as they come through the stretch, Steady Mercy. Now moving first up fourth, here comes heavily favored LACEN Jade to challenge the leaders. Inside pacing 5 is Standing Double, and Victillery gets the perfect trip behind LACEN Jade. She's racing a 6th. Saving ground to 7th. It's Rosie's Majority to the outside and pacing 8th. Standing Double. They reach the half, 57 4/5. Off the turn and down the backside they go. I Got You Babe leads by 2. Southern Time now steadily closing that gap is second. LACEN Jade continues the forward motion. Now to the outside. Here comes Steady Mercy. Into the live cover flow racing 4th. Victillery right behind him is 5th. Along the rail and pacing a 6th comes Standing Double. Outside racing 8th. It's Tucson Bonbon. Along the rail pacing 9th. Rosie's Majority. At the 3/4 and 1:27 2. And I Got You Babe clinging to the lead by a length. Southern Time of the inside is second. LACEN Jade is tiring badly now, moving back through the pack. And now to the outside comes Standing Double. Turning for home. Less than 1/8 of a mile to go. And down the stretch they come, and Repine going to work on I Got You Babe. They've led the entire mile. Southern Time to the inside, far outside. Here comes Snap the Trap, and between horses Standing Double. 4 at the wire. It's too close to call. Trackside is the winner, number 9, Snap the Trap, a 4-year-old daughter of Set the Trap from Good Alchemist, owned by Patricia Dingledine of Mechanicsburg. Jim Daly, the trainer. Nicely catch driven tonight by Randy Tharps. Snap the Trap scoring his first season's victory in his first seasonal start. Coming home in deep stretch with a new lifetime mark 1:59 2/5. The fifth race, top down number 1, Southern Time 5. The horses now for race number 6 here at Scioto Downs. Fillies and mares, 4-year-olds and under, racing a mile. A purse of 2,000. Number 1 is Cyndia. By Ron Boston of Sunbury. Ron Boston drives. 2 is Valletta. Owned by Iris Harwitz with Debbie Rocker. Number 3, Game Jackie, owned by Bernice Napier of Hazard, Kentucky. Mike Polhamus drives. 4 is Sassy Pence, owned by the Springhaven Farms with Dan Ader. Number 5, Venus Flytrap, owned by Nancy Nixon of Lebanon for Eric Lenford. 6 is Tucson Myrtle, owned by Don Boroff and Earl Hicks of Hawkinsville, Jeff Founderboard. Number 7, Rosia Hanover, owned by Tony Williams of Wilmington, Chip Nobola. Number 8 is Pearl's Jaguar, owned by Harold Steeman of Ohio City for Randy Tharps. And the 9 is Mostly Bridget, owned by Dave Young with Art Jones.
The gate
in the
swing,
into
the back stretch, and there they go.
And they're off. It's Sassy Pants first to leave. Alongside comes Venus Flytrap. Outside a third, Tucson Myrtle. Early fourth is Game Jackie. Angling into 5 comes Rosia Hanover. Inside is 6th Valletta. Racing early 7th is Mostly Bridget. And following a break leaving, 8th it's Pearl's Jaguar. And off-stride leaving also was the 1 Cyndia. At the first quarter-mile marker and on the front now with the lead, it's Sassy Pants at the first quarter, 28-1. Sassy Pants leads by 2. Venus Flytrap gets the guard spot seat as second. Tucson Myrtle follows third. Inside fourth, it's Game Jackie. 5 along the rail comes Rosia Hanover. Inside 6th to Valletta, then comes Mostly Bridget. Moving to the stretch, and Tucson Myrtle storming to the outside will take command now as they move into the clubhouse turn. And Tucson Myrtle with one quick move has taken the lead. Sassy Pants on the inside has cover, is now second at the half and 58 3/5. Venus Flytrap remains third on the rail. Then comes Game Jackie fourth. Here comes Rosia Hanover as she makes her bid for the lead. She's pacing 5th, and Valletta hustling after that. Live cover is 6th. Mostly Bridget is gapping badly 7th down the backside, and Tucson Myrtle continues to lead by a length. But Rosia Hanover now gets to the leader's wheel of pressure 2. Sassy Pants is locked in 3rd. Valletta, perfect trip, 2nd over 4th. Venus Flytrap is locked in 5. 3/4, 128 3. And it's Tucson Myrtle by a length and a half. Rosia Hanover is stalking 2nd. Sassy Pants right there on the inside is 3rd. Venus Flytrap saving ground 4th. With less than an eighth of a mile to go. And it's still Tucson Myrtle with the lead. Sassy Pants to the inside. Mid-stretch, Tucson Myrtle and Sassy Pants is coming to her. But Tucson Myrtle seals it, winning by a length and a half. 1:57 3. Trackside, the official winner of the 6th, number 6, Tucson Myrtle. She's a 3-year-old Ohio-bred daughter of Tucson Hanover from Keystone Myrtle by Big Towner. Well, by Don Boroff and Earl Ricks of Hawkinsville, Georgia. Don Boroff, the trainer Jeff out in the sulky. Tucson Myrtle scoring her first lifetime win. Pacing this evening's mile in 1:57 3/5.
Second and neck on the outside, Star Ruler. Now winging out 3 wide. There goes improvised.
Horses for race number 7, the first division, second leg of the Wayne Fry Pacing Series. Racing 1 mile, a purse of $2,500. Number 1 is Just a Habit, owned by Doug and Richard Palmer with Herbie Brown. Number 2, Fans Peregrine, owned by Fred Bates and Dave Rankin with Dave Rankin driving. 3 is Night Talon, owned by Ron and Marjorie Anderson for Dan Ader. Number 4, Standing Bridge, owned by Bucky Trout and Dean Perrell with Bucky Trout driving. 5 is Baker's Legacy, owned by Ken Sommer, Valeria, Bruce Regala. Number 6 is One Good Time, owned by Herb Spearman of Mount Vernon. Mike Spearman drives. 7, TM's Good Time Gus, owned by Tom and Marcia Janecki of Perrysburg for Jim Mullinex. Number 8 is Lucky Leno, owned by Teresa Wiley for Keith Justice. Number 9, Colonel Binote, owned by Carson Holler of Delta. Buck Holler drives. And number 10 is Billy Tradition, owned by Carter, Taylor, Moore, and Reed. Brent Holland in the sulky. They swing to the backstretch. There they go. And they're off. From between horses, one good time hustles for the lead. Baker's Legacy on the inside. Baker's Legacy storming to the front will take command. Lucky Leno from the outside is away second. Night Talon from the inside is third. Early fourth, Standing Bridge on the inside to 5. Fans Peregrine on the outside and racing a sixth as they move into the first turn. Billy Tradition. Off the rail, seventh came Just a Habit. To the inside now, racing eighth. It's one good time. They're at the first quarter. A quick 27-4, and on the front, Baker's Legacy retakes the lead now. On the inside, a second, it's Lucky Leno. Racing third, Night Talon. On the outside, recovering quickly. Fourth comes Billy Tradition. Just a Habit, waiting for that cover 5. Inside, sixth, the Fans Peregrine. Outside, the seventh comes Standing Bridge. Alongside, eighth, one good time. Ninth is Colonel by No T. The trailer is TM's Good Time Gust. They're at the half with Baker's Legacy in control. Half and 58-1. Outside, pressuring a second. It's Billy Tradition, and he's been parked throughout. Lucky Leno is locked in tight third. Outside to fourth, it's Just a Habit. Along the rail, racing a 5. Night Talon on the outside and pacing a sixth comes Standing Bridge. Down the backside they go, and Baker's Legacy back in control by a length. Billy Tradition is still there, still game, and still second. Along the rail, racing a third, Lucky Leno. To the outside of fourth, it's Just a Habit. Night Talon is waiting for Racing Room 5. 3/4, 127-4. Baker's Legacy with the lead by a length. Lucky Leno slipping up the rail. He's now second, and Billy Tradition beginning to weary now. On the outside is third. Night Talon is still waiting for Racing Room with less than an eighth of a mile to go. And down the stretch they come. Baker's Legacy pulling away with every stride. Night Talon is fresh and alive. He's coming to him with every stride. Deep stretch. Baker's Legacy in front. 157-3. Introducing the official winner of the 7th race, the first division of the Wayne Fry Pacing Series, second leg, number 5, Baker's Legacy, 3-year-old Ohio-bred son of Baker Field, from Miss Prouty by Billy Dart, followed by Ken Sommer of Elyria, Ohio, Gene Regal, the trainer Bruce Regal in the sulky. Baker's Legacy in only his third lifetime start, a winning effort tonight. That gives him a mark of 157 3/5. Complete order finish, number 1, Just a Habit, 8. Number 2, Fans Peregrine, 4. 3, Night Talon, 2. Here's the field for race number 8, this evening's 8th Pacing Stallions and Geldings. Racing 1 mile, purse of $2,200. Number 1 is Election Coverage, followed by Rick Moon Jr. and Charleston of Ohio, Dan Ader drives. Number 2, Mr. J, hauled and driven by Kelly Shepard. 3 is Osborne's First Son, owned by Herb Campbell Jr. of Plain City, Eric Lenforda. Number 4 is number 2, Royce, owned by Harriet Fount of Greenfield for Hugh Beatty Jr. 5 is Rowdy Wars, owned by William Rowe of Upper Sandusky, Mike Wilder drives. Number 6, Dura Irwin, owned by Edwin Harwood of Monroe, Michigan with Greg Grismore. 7 is Set to Deal, owned and driven by Frenchie Fuller of Delaware. And the 8, Land Assault, owned by Eric Napier of Miamisburg, Randy Tharps in the sulky. 8th race, Pacing Stallions and Geldings lining up, moving in. They're on the backside. There they go. And they're off. Rowdy Wars firing from between horses for the lead. Off the rail second comes Election Coverage. Outside comes Dura Irwin from between horses fourth. It's Mr. J. Dropping 5, Osborne's First Son of the inside, pacing 6th, number 2, Royce. Along the rail, 7th, it's Land Assault, Set the Deal, moving in 8th. Nearing the first quarter-mile marker, Dura Irwin wants the front end. He'll take the lead here as they reach that first quarter, 20-1. Rowdy Wars of the inside, yielding for the cover, second. Election Coverage, gapping slightly third. A big gap fourth to Mr. J. Inside of 5 comes Osborne's First Son. On the rail, racing is 6th. It's number 2, Royce. Followed 7th by Land Assault. Then comes Set the Deal. Into the clubhouse turn they go. Dura Irwin in control by a length. Rowdy Wars waiting patiently behind the leader is second. Election Coverage there third. Mr. J has closed the gap nicely fourth. They reach the half, 58-2. Now to the outside at pressure. Here comes Osborne's First Son moving quickly, followed closely by Land Assault. Off the turn and down the backside they go. Dura Irwin still in front by a length. Inside, Rowdy Wars is now locked in the second. Here comes Osborne's First Son pressuring a 3. Election Coverage is now locked in the fourth. Second over 5, it's Land Assault drafting with cover. And he's followed by Set the Deal. Shuffle back Mr. J. Then comes number 2 Royce. They're at the 3/4, 128 3/5. And Dura Irwin with the lead by a length. Rowdy Wars has yet to move off the middle second. Land Assault swinging wide as they turn for home. Less than an eighth of a mile to go. And down the stretch they come. Dura Irwin with the lead. Rowdy Wars tips to the outside to pressure 2. Election Coverage is third. Mid stretch. Dura Irwin too strong tonight. Rowdy Wars settles for second. Battle for show. 156 4. Introducing the official winner, number 6, Dura Irwin. 5-year-old son of Indiana Ab from Bonnie Skipper and by World Skipper. Owned by Edwin Harwood of Monroe, Michigan. Mark Grismore trains. Greg Grismore in the sulky. 6th season's victory in only 9 starts. Earning a new lifetime mark tonight, 156 4/5. The complete order of finish, number 1, Election Coverage 3, number 2, Mr. J 5. Number 3, Osborne's First Son 7. Number 10, number 1 is Straven, owned by Roy Murphy of Solana, Randy Tharps driving. Number 2, Loves a Little Bit, owned by Joanne Horn and George Villette of Ohio, Greg Grismore up. 3 is KG Jake, owned by Keith and Donna Ross, Bill Fountain for Jeff Fout. Number 4, KF Noble, owned by Henry Kaufman of Baltimore with Brad Hanners. Number 5 on Exeter, owned by Ron Collier of New Carlisle, Dan Ader with the lines. Number 6, TNT's Hopeful, owned by Charles Isaacs and David Isaacs of Ohio. Billy Walters drives. Number 7, He's a Vision, owned by Myron Brown of Arcana. Make the driver Greg Brumbaugh. Greg Brumbaugh drives to the 7. Number 8, JR Hippocrates, owned by Ruth Kelly Barnes of Mount Sterling. Justin Hall in the bike. Number 9, Silver Tail Raven. Ray and Laura Belt, the owners. Dave Hawk, the driver. And number 10, Federal Sabra, owned by Robert Hensler of Wellston. Mike Wilder in the sulky. Win Play Show, Perfecta, Superfecta, Stallions and Gildings. They're all in behind the gate. Gate swings to the backside. There they go. And they're off. KG Jake stepping away promptly for the lead alongside it's on Exeter. Far outside, there goes Silver Tail Raven. And off the rail fourth, it's Straven. Angling into 5 comes TNT's Hopeful on the inside, gapping 6th, Loves a Little Bit. Early 7th, KF Noble, 2 lengths. 8th, it's He's a Vision. 9th along the rail, Federal Sabra, the early trailer, 10th. JR Hippocrates, first quarter, 27 4. Feeling straight formation as they come to the stretch with KG Jake in control by a length on Exeter. Guard spot seat is second. Straven follows third inside the fourth. TNT's Hopeful racing 5. Silver Tail Raven. Here comes Love's Little Bit moving first up, looking to flush cover 6th. He's followed closely 7th by KF Noble. 2 lengths. 8th, He's a Vision. 9th to the outside comes Federal Sabra. JR Hippocrates trails 10th. They reach the half. 1 minute flat, and KG Jake steals the second quarter as they move down the backside. On Exeter, waiting patiently is second. Here comes Love's a Little Bit now to pressure the issue on the outside. He's third. Locked in the fourth on the inside, it's Straven. Outside with a cover 5 as they move past the 5/8. KF Noble. Field begins to tighten now. 6th on the inside, TNT's Hopeful. Federal Sabra in the passing lane is 6th. At the 3/4 mile marker, it's to KG Jake. By a length, 3/4, 130 1. On Exeter is now looking for racing room. He's locked in tight too. Loves a Little Bit of the outside is third. Launderville racing at 4th comes Straven. Outside pacing at 5. In striking distance is KF Noble with less than an 8th to go now on the front end. It's KG Jake looking to wire the field on Exeter, coming to the outside now. Down low comes Straven in deep stretch. KG Jake sprinting clear. KG Jake in front. 158 3. The 5 on Exeter was second, Straven third. Trackside, the official winner, number 3, KG Jake, 3-year-old son of Nobleland Sam from KG Casey by Falcon Elmerhurst. Oh, by Keith and Donna Ross, Bill Fountain, Ron Potter, the trainer Jeff Fout in the sulky. KG Jake making it 2 straight now. Pacing the mile at 158 and 3/5. 3.5 perfecta, $7.40. 3.512 superfecta, $31.20. Complete order finish, the one Straven 3.